Twin Wade comes out that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how them Indiana Pacers snap a 16-game losing streak after they beat the Orlando Magic 128 to 126. Paulo attacked the rim the right way. He just ended up getting blocked by Siakam. And that was the last attempt. So since he didn't make it, they lose the game. If he would have made it, it would have went into overtime. Orlando did still win the season series 2-1 since they beat them twice before this game. And since they only played 3 times a season, and neither one of these teams are going to find a way to play each other in the playoffs, we'll just see them next season as NBA fans play each other. And hopefully the Pacers are a lot better. Indiana 16-56. They're 6-31 on the road. The Magic go to 38-33, 22-15 at home. Indiana won the first quarter 34-24. Orlando won the second quarter 40-25, but they lost the third quarter 44-31, and Orlando won the fourth quarter 31-25. Um, Indiana Pacers, Pascal Siakam took a lot of shots on this one, 26 to be exact. But he did go 13-26 from the field, missed some layups and stuff like that, though. This game would have been a lot easier if he would have just made the easy ones, too. But that just wasn't the case. But he still had 37. That was game high for the Indiana Pacers. He also went 9-9 from the free throw line. He has good handles. He has good moves. He always makes it tough to stay in front of him. And since it's that way, obviously you can get in free throw trouble against him, and he did a good job making all his free throws. He had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. And of course, he made the biggest play of the game. He had 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a -1 and plus minus. Jarris Walker had 20. Obviously, you're happy that he had this type of performance. He went 7-13 from the field, 2-5 from 3, and 4-5 from the free throw line. Just being able to score in the paint and outside of the paint just helps the offense a lot, especially when you're actually making shots like he was able to do at a high level tonight. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 turnover. He had 1 personal foul and was a -2 and plus minus. Jay Huff played 28 minutes. He had 7 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Didn't take a lot of shots. Didn't have a huge impact on the offense. He was just out there to bring size and mobility and a little bit of rim protection. He did get 6 rebounds that helped. He also had no turnovers in the steal. He also had 1 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls, and was a +11 and plus minus. The only problem was he was in a lot of foul trouble that stopped him from being able to play more minutes, but it didn't really matter too much. And then Andrew Nembhard, he did a good job of diming guys up, but he also hit some nice shots off the dribble and off the catch. He had 13 points. He went 5-9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He ended up getting a double-double, like I said, because he had 14 assists. But he did have 7 rebounds and 2 turnovers. He had 1 offensive board. He would have played more probably if he didn't have 5 personal fouls. But he played enough, and he was able to see the end of the game. And he was a big reason why the team was able to hang in there and score at a high level because of his playmaking. He did have a +4 and plus minus. Aaron Nesmith started. He's out there for his shooting mainly, but they had to run him off the 3-point line a couple times to take him out of his game. And he ended up with 19 points, which was really good. He went 6 of 11 for the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 turnover. He also had a block and 2 personal fouls. It was a +6 and plus minus. Then Obi Toppin, 17 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Obviously, it's good to hit the wide open ones, but it's also good to get some easy ones too when he was able to attack. And, he had 4 assists, so he got some easy ones for himself, but he also got some easy ones for his teammates. He had 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, and a block, 2 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Micah Potter, 20 minutes. He had 6 points. He went 1 of 3 from 3 to 1 of 4 from the field. He shot 3 of 4 from the free throw line. So not the greatest shooting night, not the worst. You will take it though, because 6 points was a lot in a close game. He did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a -9 and plus minus. TJ McConnell, 20 minutes. He had 13 points. that was the most off the bench. Did a good job of just probing and finding a way to get the best look he can get. He went 6 of 6 from the field and 1 of 1 from three, so it worked out for him. But he had no assists. I mean, he had 6 assists and no turnovers. So he also was able to find his teammates, through the midst of what he was trying to do too. And since he's so good at doing both, you have to love him as a player. He also had 2 steals that was tied for the most on the team. He also had no personal fouls and was a -1 and plus minus. And Ben Shepherd had some good pull ups. It worked out for him. He went 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. He had 3 rebounds and 5 points, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a 0 and plus minus. And then the Orlando Magic, Paulo Banquero, led the entire game with 39 points in 37 minutes. He went 13 of 27 from the field, 4 of 9 from three, and 9 of 12 from the free throw line. He just kept attacking that basket. It was nothing that the Pacers really can do. And then when he wasn't doing this, I can hit some shots from the perimeter too. Give me enough room, give me enough space. I would try to knock those down, and it worked for him doing it that way too. He had 4 rebounds, 6 assists. He did have 5 turnovers though. That didn't really help him a lot in this one or the team. But as a ball handler that is trying to score and pass, turnovers kind of come with it. You gotta still learn it. Gotta develop it. Gotta build that chemistry, and you gotta have that court vision to try to minimize them as much as you can. He did have 1 steal, no personal foul, was a -4 and plus minus. Tristan Da Silva hit a nice floater, made a three, got to the basket, got out, had fun in transition. 9 of 16 from the field, 3 of 8 from three. He did have 3 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers, and 2 steals. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a +2 and plus minus. Wendell was able to get a lot of his shots near that basket, and he was able to attack the basket too off the dribble. He had 28 minutes, 17.7 of 11 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and the steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a -6. And plus minus, Javon Carter hit a nice mid-range jumper. Other than that, he missed all of his other shots. He went 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from three. He had 2 rebounds, no turnover, and a steal, 3 personal fouls, and was a -17 and plus minus. Desmond Bain missed all his threes besides one. He finished 1 of 5 from three, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, was able to get to the basket and finished 7 of 15 from the field for 17 points. That's a good night. He also had 7 assists for no turnovers. Just made the right decisions whenever he seen it coming or when he seen it trying to develop. Just be ahead of the game. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it can be an enemy too. But he did have 6 rebounds, 1 offensive, 3 personal, and was a -4. And plus minus Jamal Cain, 23 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. He had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls, and was a +8. And plus minus, he did a lot of helpful things and did a good job of being at the right spots at the right time. Noah Penda, 8 minutes. He went 0 of 2 from the field. He missed his only three. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnover, and a block. No personal fouls. It was a +2 and plus minus. Gogo Pataze, 20 minutes. He had 6 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Good finishing inside. Good confidence inside the paint to be able to get to the free throw line, but also being in the paint so deep where they had to fight because they rather do that than you get a layup. He did have 7 boards though, and 3 of them was offensive, and then he had 4 assists and 2 turnovers. 3 personal fouls and was a +4 and plus minus. And then Jett Howard was able to score in the paint on the perimeter. He went 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from three, 10 points for him. He was the only guy to score in double figures off the bench. He was the only guy to do anything in double figures off the bench in this game for the Orlando Magic. He also had 2 boards, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, no 0 and plus minus. Jace Richardson, 19 minutes. He had 9 points. He went 4 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from three. He was able to score the ball real well for them. He came in and gave them instant offense, and that's what you need from him. He had 1 rebound and 3 assists. He also had no turnovers, no personal fouls. It was a +5 and plus minus. 94 field goals for the Magic, 82 for the Pacers, 51% from the field for the Magic, 55 for the Pacers. 35% from three for the Magic, 46 for the Pacers. They just shot the ball at a really, really good level all night. Even at the free throw line, they made 92% of them. They both teams shot the same amount of free throws, which was 24, but the Magic only shot 75%. That didn't help them at all in this one. In close games, everything matters. If you're trying to get the win, the Magic 36 rebounds, 35 for the Pacers, 29 assists for the Magic, 32 for the Pacers, 11 turnovers for the Magic, 7 for the Pacers. Did a good job taking care of the ball. 5 steals for both teams, 1 block for the Magic, and then 4 for the Pacers, and then 9 offensive rebounds for the Magic, 6 for the Pacers, 27 defensive rebounds for the Magic, 29 for the Pacers, 18 personal fouls for the Magic, 21 for the Pacers, and the Pacers came up with a good defensive stop. They moved the ball well, shared the ball well, made good shots, made some tough shots, defended as well as they could. They have now finally snapped their losing streak, and now they can focus on and end the season the best way they can and getting ready for the next one. And the Magic, they're going to make the playoffs, but they just want to make it as the easiest ride that they can, and they want to have the best matchup that they can. And of course, they hope if they can get home court advantage, which means they got to win more games instead of losing them. So they lose 2 heartbreakers in the last 2 games. And hopefully they can repair their heart, pick it back up, tape it back together, and get ready for the rest of the season. And they have a chance to still win out a couple more games. So we'll see if they do. Comment, like, subscribe, share the notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today. Hopefully more analysis.